Before you leave a negative review, you need to hear this cautionary tale. A university student was sued for $300,000 after posting a 1-star review. According to this article, a Queensland-based law firm, NIS Legal, sued Jamin Mayer, 23, along with Google, over a 1-star review that had no text. In the defamation action, NIS lawyers claimed the negative review damaged their business and humiliated and hurt and distressed them, according to the article. They claimed the review implied the firm's lawyers provide poor service and should be avoided, are unprofessional, inept, and the quality of work they produce is poor. One of the first lessons you learn in any form of media training is the legal idea of defamation. That is that anything that is said or is communicated that is false has the power to defame someone. So if you lie about someone or a company, you can cause them damages which they can then sue you for. Online reviews have the power to be defamatory and thus infringe on the legal rights of others. The specifics of defamation can be different in each country, but the big idea behind it is mostly the same. If you write a review that is your genuine opinion based on your genuine experience, then it's generally okay. However, I'm not a lawyer and this is not legal advice, and if you want to know the specifics, you should seek legal counsel. So if you get upset by a company and say they're a scam, but in reality it was just a bad experience, then you could get in trouble. If you say they do anything illegal that is not accurate, then you could be sued. If you leave a review for a business that you've never used, you could be sued, and this is what appears to be the case for this $300,000 lawsuit from the outside. However, as this theory has never been tested in court, it's very hard to say what would actually happen if the case went the full way, and potentially be a very expensive lesson to learn if you're on the wrong side of such a case. In this case, the student left a review because the firm represented someone who had threatened to sue his female friend, which later turned out to be his mother. Whilst the case was discontinued after they came to an agreement and the review was dropped by Google, which is what usually happens in a case like this, the stress and having to deal with such a case is just not worth it in my opinion. Not that I'm saying that the person being sued should just be bullied by a business if that's what they feel, but for me, you want to avoid the entire situation from the start. Anyone who's had to fight a legal case will tell you that even if you win the legal case, you've still lost in comparison to not even having to fight the legal case to begin with. On the other side of this, it can be illegal for a business to selectively remove negative reviews or falsely write positive reviews about the business as well. Online reviews are actually a hot topic in the business and legal world, with the UK consumer watchdog currently investigating Amazon and Google over how reviews can be improved. According to Amazon, they've removed more than 200 million fake reviews before they were seen by customers in 2020 alone. As easy as it is to say that businesses should just deal with it, we all benefit from accurate reviews. When reviews are factually accurate, it gives us true insight into what a business is like and therefore can make an accurate decision as to whether we do business with a company. If reviews can be manipulated either by the business falsely representing themselves as overly positive, or by a disgruntled person taking out a personal vendetta on a business, it actually hurts the customers more as they have less accurate information to go off. Again, I want to make it clear, I don't know all the ins and outs of this case, so I'm not making any judgment on the case in particular. It's just an example that was in the news that highlights this issue. But if you have an experience with a business, it's important that any review is factually accurate. Creating false information, being negative if you have no experience dealing with the company or anything similar just isn't worth the hassle. Again, I want to make it clear I have no idea either way who was right or wrong in this scenario, but what I do want to point out is that the $300,000 lawsuit is just something that no one wants to go through. For most people, that's going to be a serious financial impact and going to have to force you to consider bankruptcy, which has long-lasting implications. I hope this provided food for thought before you leave your next review. If you enjoyed this, please chuck me a like and subscribe to see more like it, and let me know in the comments what your worst review ever has been. And if you got this far, you'll probably enjoy one of these videos to give you insight on other areas of life.